So 71% of college students prefer Macs over PCs, according to a survey here by JamF. And yeah, there's a little chart here. 40% of students use a Mac, and 31% use PC but prefer a Mac. And the rest of the 29% use and prefer a PC. And this study was done with, I think, over 2,000 students across 5 countries.
Wow. Pretty big sample size. This doesn't surprise me. Well, Apple, aspirational brand. Everybody in university, they're trying to, status, social connections. There's something about it where once a brand is associated with affluence or success or the cool thing, it's like, I got to have one of those as well. I think Apple benefits greatly from that perception. The Apple Store, Starbucks, brand recognition, essentially. Do people really... the popularity of the iPhone as well, if you think about it, right? On college campuses, especially in the US, North America. It's like you get used to having that brand. You like your iPhone. So what laptop should you have? Unless you have a particular application that you can't install on Mac or something like that.
That's what I mean. I think like a lot of universities and colleges, they use PCs, like in their libraries, and in their classrooms and stuff.
Right. But compatibility's gotten a lot better.
That's true.
So now you're not left out there. You can do most things cross-platform. So to me, this is understandable. Yeah, but it's still going to be way more expensive than a PC equivalent.
But apparently, a lot of students, they think that the Mac is more modern and intuitive and reliable.
Yeah.
They think it's the future.
Yeah.
So
see, that makes sense to me. It's when you think of a product, you think of what you want, you think of what's good and what's bad. There's a lot of it that comes from personal experience. But we all have limited personal experiences. You just can't try everything, have everything. On the graph that you showcased before, you said 31% have a PC but think they would prefer a Mac. Like, what are they basing that on? Have they used a friend's? Is it personal experience or is it perception? And so much of how we buy things is our perception of what's better. Like, oh, that seems like a high quality thing. And that's where brand recognition comes into play. And it's not just specific to technology. It's all over the place. Like, who decided that X brand was the prestigious brand? Was it strictly a history of delivering the best products, or are there other components at play? I think it's a bit of both. There's a history of delivering products. There's marketing. There's a lot that goes into perception. So I'm not surprised by this number. I think Mac, for the most part, is a very approachable, aspirational brand, a well-received brand, and therefore it's easy for me to understand why people would choose it or want it. Now, the one area where I'll say that kind of flips is with gamers. On the flip side, when it comes to gamers, they wouldn't be caught dead with a Mac.
Yeah, 100%.
They're like, I can't do anything on that. That's not representative of me in any way, shape, or form. So if you scroll back up, use and prefer PC, those 29%, there's a high percentage chance they play some games.
Yeah. So
maybe the way that these groups are split has more to do with their lifestyle choices, or a big part of it could be how they perceive themselves, their lifestyle, where they fit demographically. It could be a lot of pieces at play here. But anyhow, I'm not surprised. Go to a college campus. I think there's a famous picture, Will. Type college campus, Apple, something like this, Apple laptops, and then go to Google image search. And you can see I believe there's a couple images where like everybody in the auditorium, maybe type auditorium as well. Let's see if we could track this down real quick. Yeah. Look at that picture. It's dark, so it's hard to see. But in here, you can just see all the glowing Apple logos. It's a bit of a dated picture because, of course, the Apple logo doesn't glow anymore. But would you look at that? This is how things work. I was driving down the street the other day, Will, and I see a group of high school students. They're all wearing the same stuff. They're wearing the same clothes, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
is because once something has been perceived as accepted, it's like, I need everybody to know. I see what's going on. I see what's right and wrong. I see what's acceptable. It's hard to make some choice that's independent of what the group is doing, because then you're outcast. Not in the sense that like everyone's like, get out of here, but you're outcast in the sense that you're like, I'm making a different choice than what everybody else is making. And everyone had that experience. There's only so many people in high school, for example, or college, that are willing to stand out like that. Most people, they're gonna fit within the protocol because that's safe. It's like, look, I'm one of you. Don't look at me. I'm not a target. I'm one of you. I'm just like you. The same laptop, same hairstyle, same outfit, drive the same car, eat the same food. It's a safety move. And human beings, that's how we operate. So, and it's also a good way, in fact, for the whole thing to govern itself. Because, like, let's be honest, if the product was complete garbage, it wouldn't work for very long. At least that's the hope. But anyhow, I'm not surprised. A lot of Macs on college campuses. But shout out to the gamers at the bottom there. 29% use and prefer PCs. Shout out. They deserve it too.